Hello, I'm Jason with MathTutorDVD.com, and today we're going to learn how to use the TI-89 to solve a system of equations, which means when you have two or more algebraic equations. The good news is you already kind of know how to do this, because if you go into the algebra menu here, in the last section or two, we've been talking about the solver that's built into the TI-89, and we were using that to solve single equations. You type the equation in, put comma, and then x, if x is the variable there, and it will go and it'll solve the systems of equations. It'll solve the equation for whatever variable you designate. Okay, now to recap that, if you were going to solve a single equation, just like what we've been doing, x plus 5 is equal to 4, comma, x is telling the calculator to solve the single equation for the value of x. So we hit enter, and it's going to manipulate and subtract, and it's going to tell you that the answer is x is equal to -1. Now that's one single equation, so you get one single solution. That's what we have. Now in a system of equations, you should know from your algebra, you will at least have two equations, and so you'll have two equations and two unknowns. And so what you're really doing is the calculator's finding out what point or points in the xy plane are common to both of those equations. In other words, where do they intersect? That's going to be the point that we call the solution. So if we take a simple one here, we'll go up in here to the Algebra Solve menu, hit enter. What you need to do is type in both of those equations. Now in the beginning here, I'm going to type in some sort of easy to read equations so that you can get the hang of what's going on, but you can type in as complicated of an equation as you can dream up here. So let's say we have a simple line, y is equal to x. And if you can think back, that line is a diagonal line that's kind of going up like this in the xy plane. Now we have to give it another equation, the second equation. We don't use the comma. What you have to do here is go into the math menu, second function, down here to the math menu, go into the test menu, number 8. This is where all the greater than, equal and stuff. Well, number 8 is the word and. So hit number 8, and it's going to put the word and. So this is the first equation. And then the second equation, you just type in like you would think, y is equal to, and let's call it 2 times x plus 1. 2 times x plus 1. So what we're going to have here, actually what I really want to do, instead of 2 times x, I want to change it to 1/2 x. So we'll do 0.5 times x. So I'm changing the slope, I'm making it a shallower slope. We're going to graph these in just a second to show you, but if you do that, you put both of the equations in there. If you had 6 equations, you'd have to put another and,